Hi, I'm Peter Hayden. If you're an organization that's still relying on an on-premises data warehouse, but you're looking at Microsoft Fabric and wondering how to make that transition, this video is for you. I'm going to walk through a pragmatic pathway for modernizing your analytics platform. We'll cover how to reduce your dependency on aging infrastructure, how to adopt Microsoft Fabric incrementally, and how to keep the business running while you modernize. If you find this useful, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I post videos regularly to help data analytics leaders navigate change, especially in Microsoft ecosystems. Let's start with the situation. You've got an on-premises data warehouse. It's been serving you well. It holds your business critical reporting data. It's tuned, secured, and understood. But maintaining it is a constant load on your team. You're dealing with things like server patching, performance tuning, scaling challenges, and a growing need to harden security. You really have to do it all amongst all these things in this list. And that's where Microsoft Fabric enters the picture. It's modern, cloud-native platform that simplifies the stack. You don't need to manage infrastructure. You get elastic scale to grow as your needs demand, and we introduce OneLake, a single logical lake that unifies your data estate. With all that built-in resilience and hard work taking care of it for you. So the motivation is clear, but for most organizations, a full lift and shift isn't realistic, especially after all that investment and time in getting your data warehouse to a point it is today. It's also very disruptive, risky, and therefore it's unjustified. Instead, let's look at how to evolve incrementally. The first low-risk move is to modernize your BI layer. If you're, say, running SQL reporting services, Power BI report server, or something else on-premises, and still connecting to your data warehouse, whether it's SQL or analysis services or Oracle or something else, then consider moving the reports to Power BI. And you can do it quite safely. Deploy an on-premises data gateway. This keeps your semantic models connected to your on-premises data warehouse without needing to move the data straight away, so you can leverage what you've got there. All right. If you're using some of the table components of SSAS, you can then use some of the premium workspaces available to you in Fabric. And if you're multidimensional, you can use a live connection. So no immediate need to replace the models you've built already down here in your data warehouse. And what this does is decouples your reporting from your infrastructure and starts getting you used into cloud experience while the backend stays where it is. Next, let's talk about getting your data into Fabric without the lifting and shifting everything all at once. And you've got a couple of great options here within OneLake. Shortcuts and mirroring. So the shortcuts, if your data is, say, file-based like CSVs, Parquet, JSON, maybe already in ADSL Gen 2, maybe a local store, maybe it's in S3 buckets, you can make it very reachable via Fabric's method of creating shortcuts to have that data accessible seamlessly through a single pane of glass of the OneLake. This makes the files and your data available instantly and visible without the duplication of that data coming across. And for all Fabric engines, whether it might be Power BI or Spark or T-SQL, you access the data like it's in the cloud, even if it is local in your on-premises environment. The other option you have is mirroring. So if your data is in a supported database, say Azure SQL, or it might be in Snowflake, Dataverse, something else, you can potentially turn on mirroring, and this creates a near real-time automatic update of a copy of data inside Fabric and exposed through OneLake. Now, if your source is an on-premises SQL server, you may need a few extra steps. You may need to stage a Azure SQL and start mirroring that way, which would then allow you to then have the mirroring into OneLake as well. So again, helps you then start that movement of data to make it accessible. And those approaches means you can start building your new workloads in Fabric on top of OneLake with the data represented and available there, then to rip out your existing pipelines or data warehouse logic you've already got. You can leave that as is while you start then bringing that data together. Finally, once your reporting is in the cloud, your data is available in OneLake, you're in a great position to then modernize the warehouse itself. And here's how you can do that. Spin up a Fabric warehouse or lakehouse, use Data Factory pipelines to ingest the source data and transform it using T-SQL or Spark, depending on the skill set you have available. The key advantage while doing this is you can run this in parallel. You don't have to switch off your existing data warehouse. Instead, you build the new model, bring over table by table. You can validate each load, each transformation, and eventually have that cutover happen then as you build and validate in the destination. This dramatically reduces the risk and gives you business continuity during the transition. So to recap, you can modernize in stages, starting with the BI layer. Then you can move up, connect your existing data in Fabric via shortcuts or mirroring, and thirdly, build the next generation data warehouse alongside the old one. This avoids a big bang migration, can reduce your operational burden, and the reporting experience improves straight away. And over time, you land in a cloud-native environment that scales, is secure, and helps the overall governance of your platform. Thank you for watching. This has helped clarify your thinking about Fabric. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're navigating this journey in your own organization, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out any future content. See you in the next one.